What is going on, everybody? Nick Albriti here, back. Week 13 NFL picks and predictions. Happy Thanksgiving week to all. I hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving upcoming. So here we are, just another week closer to Viking season ending, thankfully. I've never really wanted a Viking season to end as much as I do this year. This is just Vikings fans don't deserve this every year. The same shit, when we have a season that's good regular seasons, they go good. When they go bad, they go bad. But it just I don't know what to say. I just play out the year, go 6-11, and then get the last place schedule next year and get a top 8 pick. The 49ers did it last year. I looked at their record last night. They were 6-11 last year. They had injuries as well, like we did last year. They got the last place schedule this year, and they're 8-4. So if somebody said to me that happens next year and we're 8-4 at week 13, I'll say done deal. I know McCarthy, he hasn't looked good at all, minus like two games. I mean, to me, he's the youngest quarterback in football. He's been hurt. He's been playing tough teams. I mean, look at the teams he has to play and the environments he was in. He went to Detroit and won. You gotta have some poise to go into Detroit and win like that. His O-line stinks. I'm not worried about it yet. I'm just not worried about it yet. A little bit, but not really. Every guy takes different, to develop. Last week I did go 10-4, so I'm 120-59. Certainly a pretty good week. And there's another game I had to talk about before I get into the video. The Eagles game last week. You're up 21-0 against your most hated rival. Everybody, they all hate Dallas around here, right? And you get shut down the whole entire second half. And you let them to come back and win. A 21-point lead, blown, and don't score for the rest of the game after that, right? Now, if the Vikings did that, let's say if the Vikings played, because the Eagles are so-called the Super Bowl champions, the greatest team in the world, God, Christ, they're the greatest, you know what I mean? But a Super Bowl caliber team doesn't blow 21-0 lead like that to a Dallas Cowboys team that they hate, and again has no defense. They have no defense. They have none, and you blow that lead. But again, if the Vikings did that, this is me. I'd be pinned to the fucking cross, shove a pencil or whatever in my head, and pass me out. And I would never hear the end of it. You blew a 21. If he blew a 21-0 lead like Green Bay and lost, or a 20 whatever, even a 17-0 lead and lost, I'd be pinned to the cross and never hear the end of it. But when the Eagles do it, we're the champions. It's okay. No, a team that just won a Super Bowl and does that shit shouldn't blow a 21-0 lead. If they're so called that good of a team, if you're that good of a team, you don't blow a 21-0 lead like that. If you're that good, that's all I'm saying. So, I think this year the Eagles, I just don't think they're going far. But that's a different conversation. I had to say that on here because everybody knows that's watching this. I would get crucified if the Vikings blew a big lead like that. I would get crucified. But when the Eagles do it, it's okay. You know what that's like? That's a hypocrite. Because I'm talking to everybody on here that watches it that talk shit during Vikings games, and I have to write, I don't care, because I don't. The rest of the year, I don't. So if somebody texts me and says, like, next week we lose in Seattle, because I know we're going to lose, spoiler for this video, you're going to say, Nick, what happened? Don't you realize that what happened? Like, whatever. Let's get into it. All right, so Thanksgiving games. We start with Packers-Lions on Thursday. Now it's 1 o'clock now. No more of that 12:30 anymore. I guess, I don't know why they changed it. Maybe because it makes the games more like closer together. I don't know. So Packers and Detroit. Detroit's 2.5. Over-under's 48.5. It's a good division game. Both these teams I can really care less for, really. I'm just going to watch it because it's entertaining, and why not? I always watch football games. But I'll take the Lions and win because I just feel like they're a better team. and I don't think Green Bay sweeps them. I just don't think I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. 2 years ago, Green Bay went to Detroit and beat them on Thanksgiving, but Lions will win this time. I'll say Lions win 26-23. I think it's going to be a 3-point inning, field goal, something like that at the end of the game. It's gonna be an entertaining game, but Lions win. Then we got the Chiefs Cowboys at 4:30. KC is 3. Over-under is 52.5. Another good game. The Cowboys coming off that big emotional win, and the Chiefs also had to come back against, this the AFC favorite right now, the Indianapolis Colts. So, So, I mean, this game, who knows what to expect. But I'm going to take the Chiefs because I trust Mahomes more. I trust, the Chiefs more in general. Dallas, their offense might be able to move a little bit. But, Kansas City, I just feel I like them better than Mahomes against Dallas's defense. So I think it's going to be another one-score Thanksgiving ending. It's like the league wanted all these games to come down to the wire. That's what I had these games at so far. I'm going to have 27-24 Chiefs. It's going to, again, come down to the wire. Butker, game-winning kick. Something. It's going to be something like that. But give me the Chiefs. I just trust them more. It's just one of those things. You got to go with Mahomes. And then we got the nightcapper of Thanksgiving. Bengals at Ravens. Baltimore is 7. Over-under is 52.5. Burrow is back. To me, he's back. Just like a Daniel situation in Washington. But, I feel like they're rushing him back. The Bengals are done. They're going to ruin their draft pick, which is fine with me because that means they'll get a higher pick than we do. Every team and any defense, and we need secondary. So let the Bengals keep winning. This game right here, the Ravens know they have to win it. They have to keep winning, because for the division. So Ravens will win this game. The Bengals, I just think Ravens offense is just gonna click here and fire on all cylinders. I'm gonna say Ravens win this game 34-24. Nice 10-point win for them. This game will be the cool down game of the days. You'll think, we have Lamar versus Burrow tonight, another close game, but Lamar and the Ravens offense, they beat them pretty good because Cincinnati's D can't keep up. You know what I mean? They can't stop anybody. And then we got our Black Friday game at 3 o'clock. We have the Chicago Bears at the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are 7. Over-under is 44.5. The Eagles will win this game because, one, they'll bounce back. They have to bounce back. If they lose this, it's a disaster. And another thing is, too, the Bears are not that good as their 8-3 record states. Not even close. So, I don't have to put thought in this one. Eagles win. I'm going to say Eagles win 31-17. I think if they beat them by 2 touchdowns. I think this game, some people might think it's going to be closer than what it is. I've seen 24-20, 23-17. But I think it's going to be a 2-touchdown win. The Bears, they get lucky. I mean, all their wins have been almost luck. Think about it. And when they're just not that good of a team. And when they get in the playoffs, they're a team that teams want to face in the first round. So, Eagles win by 2 scores. There is no bye weeks this week, by the way, which is shocking. But there's byes next week. It's a little bit weird. It's weird how it's like that, but whatever. All right, off to Sunday. We have the 49ers at the Browns. San Fran is 4.5. Over-under is 37.5. 2 years ago, these two teams played in Cleveland, and Cleveland upset them. But I think this time around, San Francisco will get the win. They'll come here and they'll bounce back. I just think they'll just be able to do enough on offense, and their defense, even banged up, has looked good. Robert Saleh, he's a top 3 defensive coach in the league in my book. You got Brian Flores, Saleh. I really got to think of a third one, but they're two. I mean, they're two of the great minds right there. I can't really think of another one. I mean, other coaches like the Houston's coordinator, the Vance Joseph, the Broncos coordinator. I don't know if they're really good coordinators. I just think it's the defense. You know what I mean? Like the style of defense. But Salah, he changes that. If they even have this, like Flores in Minnesota. If Flores wasn't in Minnesota and if Salah wasn't in San Fran, both of his defenses wouldn't be as good as they are. Especially San Fran's. Everybody's out. That's great. But 49ers win. 49ers win this game 24-16. Shador, I think, gives the Browns a little bit of a boost than Gabriel. So it's going to be a one-score game, but I'll take San Fran. Then we got the Jaguars at the Titans. Jacksonville 6.5, over-under 41.5. The Jags, you can't believe they're 7-4. They're not even that good. But they'll win this game because Tennessee's like another bye week for teams. Just crazy. If you play in the Titans division, AFC South, you have 3 bye weeks. Your regular bye and then the Titans twice a year. What a life that is. But yeah, so Jaguars win. Jags win by 2+ scores. I'm gonna say like 34-17. I think they put up in the 30s in this game because Tennessee's not that good, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So Jags win. These 3 games I'm just gonna blow past. And then we got the Saints, that game and these 2 games. Saints at the Dolphins. Miami at 6, over under 41.5. Just 2 teams. This game reminds me of the Vikings-Giants game I'm going to go see Week 16 in MetLife Stadium. 2 teams that are out of it, just playing for pride and stats. I mean, this is what the Saints-Dolphins game is. The Saints are just. I thought that they had me fooled last week. I thought they were going to beat Atlanta. But Miami will win this game here. They're just a better team. That's the reason why I'm taking Miami. They're a better team in their home. Dolphins win this game 24-20. Not really much to say. And then we have the Falcons at the Jets. Atlanta's 2.5, over under 39.5. They won last week. Cousins didn't look too bad. They played the Saints and then they played the Jets. So, this game, just Atlanta's defense will get after Tyrod or whoever's starting for the Jets. I think it is Tyrod. So Falcons win this game 20-17. So those are two meaningless 1:00 games. Now we'll go back to normal predicting. So then we got the Texans at the Colts. Indy's 4.5, over under 44.5. So another good. I mean, this game a couple weeks ago, everybody thought that game was a nothing game. When Houston was 0-3, 1-4, when the Colts run away from that division. Now Indy's 8-3. If Houston's 6-5. If Houston wins this game, they're only a game back, and that would put the Jags in first. But I will take the Colts at home to bounce back. I just trust their offense more. I trust their Jonathan Taylor. Houston's got a great defense, but I think this is the type of game where in the division, Indy knows them a little bit. I mean, think about it. Jacksonville put up like 29 points on Houston's day. So, the Colts very well could. So I'll take the Colts win here. I'll say this is my typical 27-24 Colts win. You don't know what to say, so you just say 27-24. It's one of those games where you just don't know what the score's going to be, so you just say 27-24. So, it should be an entertaining game though. Then we got the Cardinals at the Bucks. Tampa Bay is 3.5, over under 44.5. So the spread being 3.5, it's telling me that Bridgewater's going to get the start. Baker Mayfield, he's probably not going to be good to go. You won't know that until tomorrow, which I'm doing this video, like I said last week, on a Tuesday. So, because, Thanksgiving week, I always do it on Tuesday. So, you won't know until probably late tomorrow. Maybe you won't know tomorrow if he practices or not, but maybe Thursday, Thanksgiving, Friday, you'll know, all right, Baker, he's out. You know what I mean? So, I'm still going to take Tampa, though, because they're a better team than Arizona, and Tampa needs to win. They've been falling apart. I know injuries, their receivers have been out. See what an injuries do to a team, but the Bucks, They didn't get hit with this injury bug till recently. Minnesota, reason why we're shit, every week we've had a guy out since week 1. Every week we haven't been healthy. That's crazy. We're heading into week 13 and we haven't had a fully healthy Vikings team yet. It baffles my mind. But Tampa wins. Tampa wins this game. I'm gonna say like 17-14, something low scoring, weird. Yeah, one of those weird games that Bridgewater plays. But he doesn't. If he starts, but if Baker somehow plays, I think Tampa wins by 2 touchdowns. But I'm gonna say like 17-14 Bucks. A low scoring. Taking the under in this game. Arizona's offense isn't good, so yeah, give me the Bucks, but it's gonna be one of those slot fests if Bridgewater starts. Then we got the Rams at the Panthers. The Rams are 10.5. Over under 45.5. The Rams to me right now they're my Super Bowl pick. They've been looking just on fire. Like nobody looks like they could beat them. Whoever comes out of the AFC, if the Rams are in it, like I don't think has a chance. So I'll take the Rams here. I'll say the Rams win by 10 to 14 point range. Because Panthers do play better at home, but I'll say 27-17 Rams. Depends what the weather is. It says 50 here and cloudy, but we'll see. Just I don't know how the Panthers defense will be able to stop those receivers and Kyron Williams. So too much to handle. Rams win. 4:00 window. We only have 3 games. One of them is really good. This game coming into the year on paper was good. Vikings at Seahawks, but now it's a shit manhandle slaughter fest. It's gonna be. Seattle for right now is 10.5. Over under is 41.5. McCarthy's probably going to be out again with a concussion, but you know what? I actually am glad he's going to be out this game because if he struggles against Seattle's got the number 1 fantasy defense. So if he struggles against this defense, everybody will be like, look, he sucks. So it saves me from seeing social media blast him again. So the other rookie undrafted guy is going to start for us more than likely, Max Brosmer. I don't know too much about him. I just see he had a good training camp, good preseason. So who knows? Maybe he gives them a little bit of a boost. Darnold revenge game. I think the revenge is going to be real here. Coming into the year, I just had chalked this up as a win, but this is actually my lock of the week, Seattle at home. I'm going to say 34-13 Seahawks. It's a shame, man. It's a shame that I'm picking us to get blown out like this on my own channel. But hey, I'm one of those fans that'll speak the truth when things go right and be negative when things go right. I know when shit's going bad, but when things go good, I'll be the first one to compliment them and be like, I'm not one of those fans that credits all the way through. Like I see it from both ends, like a referee. I'm not gonna defend a guy if they suck. Now McCarthy is different. He's a quarterback, his 6 starts. Shit. It's different. 6 games in. I could see if McCarthy was 26 games in and was doing his shit. I'd be like, yeah, he ain't good. But it's 6 games in, so I'm gonna give it time. But I don't see how we're gonna win in Seattle. So it'll be a nice 4-8. And then we got Bills at Steelers, 4:25. Bills are 3.5. Over under 47.5. I think the Bills bounce back here. Pitches they fizzled out. I mean, they just. I had a feeling that was coming. I mean, the Steelers they weren't as good as their 5-1 record was, it whatever they were at one point, 4-1. Everybody knew that. So I'll take the Bills here. Allen's gonna have a bounce back week against that overrated Steelers defense. Rodgers should be back, I think. So give me the Bills here. I'm gonna say 31-23 Buffalo. I think it's still going to be an 8-point type of game, touchdown type of game, because the Bills' D is not that great, so they're going to give up some points. But I trust Allen more than a 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers, whatever it is, and that Steelers defense to shut them down. So Bills win. And then we got the Raiders at the Chargers. Chargers are 9.5. This could be another lock candidate. Over under 41.5. Chargers will win this game, I think, probably by 3 touchdowns. The Raiders are so fucking bad. They're so bad. Like, it's hard. It's like Pete Carroll should be fired after this year. Like, that's a hot take. Like, People love him. He's going to be a Hall of Fame coach. They think he's great. He's that. But you know what, dude? Like, the game has just, like, surpassed him. He's not that good as he used to be. So, give me the Chargers here. I'm going to say Chargers win this game 34-10. I think it's going to be a beatdown. You're not going to win games when you have Geno Smith and as your quarterback and Pete Carroll that the game is surpassed. You ain't going to do it. And you ain't going to do it. You just fired Chip Kelly. He's an idiot. But then we got Sunday Night Football. Broncos at Commanders. Denver 6.5. Over-under 43.5. It's a shame because this game, a couple weeks ago, Daniels, Knicks, okay, it would be a storyline type of game, but, he's out, Daniels. So that makes it interesting. I think if both teams are fully healthy and Daniels is playing, I would have picked Washington because, again, I'm going to say it on here. I know, I have buddies that are Broncos fans, but the Broncos don't put any fear into me whatsoever. I mean, just their defense could, but their defense still gives up 20 points a game. All you got to do is outscore their offense. You know what I mean? So, if I was in the AFC, if I was the Patriots or Colts, I wouldn't even be scared if you had to play the Broncos. Their offense just isn't good. Just doesn't put any fear into me. They're a 9-2 team, but they're one of the least 9-2 teams talked about in probably recent history. But they'll win this game because, the Commanders have no Daniels and everything. It's going to be one of those games where Denver does struggle because, off a bye, might be a little rusty. But I'll still take them to win, obviously. I'll say 24-13 Denver. I think their defense, is going to really make Mariota's day be hell because all he is a career backup at best at this point, Mariota. And then we got Monday Night Football, another snooze fest of a Monday Nighter. We have the Giants at the Patriots. The Patriots are 8-point favorites over under 46.5. I don't know if Dart, Winston, whoever starts this game, it ain't helping the Giants' chances because the Patriots ain't losing to those bums. I'll say Patriots wins 30-17. The Giants are the first team eliminated. They're checked out. They're banged up. I mean, they're just everything. I mean, they might as well just lose out and maybe they get the first pick and they could add somebody. They could add their up front isn't bad. They could add the best corner in the draft. They got to do something because their defense, their secondary is weak. So that's all I got. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I try to keep them under 25 minutes like this one's going to be. We have, 5 more weeks left of regular season videos. 4 week after today, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it's flying by, but there's pros and cons to it. The pros are, the negatives, positives, negatives. The Viking season's almost over. You get focused on free agency, rebuilding the team. The team doesn't really need to be rebuilt. It's a great roster, but just banged up. Focus on the draft, free agency, shit like that, cutting some dead weight. And then, the negative, I like football. It's a negative thing about it, but oh well. So, hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. That's all I gotta say. Enjoy your family and all that. And I'll see you guys back here either Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll see what happens. And as always, as tough as this is to say, Skol Vikes. See you guys.